First of all, it was a good win for us. We haven't been playing as well as we need to against really good teams, and Missouri is a very, very good team. They have some very talented players, and you saw Lisa Henning take 74 swings, and they're number 8. Their middle is the best blocker in our conference, and then they have a setter who's basically an All-American setter. So they have some very, very talented young ladies on that team. And I felt really happy about how we grinded through that match. And even though we lost a couple of close sets, we just grinded through, and it paid off at the end. I was happy with the way Tiffany Baker did a really nice job in all the things that she did. Serving, she put them on their heels a lot with their serves. Played a really low error hitting game, which I thought was fantastic. And that's what we talked about. One of the things we've been doing. We still made too many hitting errors, but she did a fantastic job. And our middles with Mercedes Vaughn and Shaylin Kolosky played the same middle position, kind of using a two-headed monster there, and they did a wonderful job of hitting well over 300 combined, and just making 2 errors on a bunch of swings. So those things really carried us through. And then Mary did a nice job setting and playing defense, and really running the offense, distributing the ball around. Tiffany had 53 swings, Leslie had 40, Kayla had 33. It really went around to a lot of different people, and give the credit to Mary and then Ellen Mullins, who had 34 digs. I mean, she was scooping up and gave us a lot of opportunities in transition.
Now, not in any way pretending to be an expert on the program, obviously, but just judging by the comments that were made after the Arkansas game that I read in Mike Strange's story, and then having that 3-0 defeat in Kentucky, just seems like there's just kind of been a lot of uncertainty, or maybe some disconcerting losses. Is this kind of a response, or?
We talked about this being that we need to make a surge in the SEC. I mean, that's what we talked about. We lost to some good teams. Arkansas is very good. I picked them to finish first or second in the West. I can't remember. I picked them very high to finish very high in our preseason. Kentucky, I mean, they're in the NCAA tournament every year. They're very, very good. They had a lot of returning players. So, it's not like we're, just falling over and not playing playing horrible and stuff. It's a situation where we're playing against very good teams, and we're a little unorganized on our side. And when you play a good team and that happens, it really looks sometimes worse than it is. We had some people that were injured, and they're starting to come back to full strength. So it's not so much that they're back, but they're back and practicing. And it's one thing to be back from your injury. It's another thing to be back and then taking all the reps you need to play, at the level you need to play. And we're just getting those reps from Dee Dee and Shaylin in now. And even Kayla, to be honest, because she's been playing middle for us, she's been playing right side, and so she's been taking reps, but not even in the position that is really her best, the outside position. So I'm really happy with our progression, and Missouri's a great team. I mean, holy moly, they've beaten some really good teams, and very well coached, and so this was a very good win for our team, and hopefully we can build on what we did today.
Like in anything else, there are wins where you're just like, all right, well, we got out of that. We came in, we did what we were looking to do, and we got a win. But there are other wins that are character building wins, and things that you can, like you said, you need to make a surge.
Right.
Is this something that you see enough there that you think that this could be something that could be a springboard for them?
The thing again that we saw is you're playing against a really good team, and we're when we aren't playing well, when Missouri is scoring points, it's mistakes on our side. And so still, even in areas where we had maybe some lulls in our play, it's a lot of it's on our side, and so that's all fixable. If it was one thing where Missouri was just doing things that week, just like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Well, that there's isn't too much you can do about it. But we can go back in the gym and now get better. We saw what we did, and now use that to get better. So a lot of good things that way, and I feel really comfortable with how we're playing. Like I said, Ellen Mullins has been right at that point of doing some great things, and she's been a great job passing. She's doing, and now here she's 34 digs in a match. I mean, that's what she's capable of, and she's taken a nice step up with that. Tiffany Baker, same thing. one of the things is she was, just making a little bit too much air, too high air. And so we worked on some things, and she, she worked on some different shots and, getting her feet to the ball differently and, all sorts of things. And here she comes and has 3 errors on 53 swings. That's fantastic. So, it's really neat to see these young ladies getting better and working on the things that they've been working, but now it's showing in matches. Sometimes you don't always see that. So yeah, in seeing those, to answer your question, and seeing those things from those individual players, I feel really comfortable now that hopefully we're taking that step to go forward and get get going. Again, we've used about I don't know how many matches we played. 15? Are we 10-5? Something like that. So we played 15 matches. We probably used 8 different starting lineups in 15 matches. We used a new one today. So, it's we're not even comfortable playing next to each other yet. And so I feel good about those things.